Hello friends, I welcome you all to the next lecture of unit number 5, that is Docks and Harbour. In last lecture we had started with unit number 5 and under that we had studied the harbour and its types. So in this lecture we are going to focus on ports. So we are going to discuss the classification as well as requirement of ports. So port is a term which is used to indicate a harbor where terminal facilities such as stores, landing of passengers and cargo etc. added to it. So here photo or figure shows a port where we can see a number of ships are parked or number of ships are there for loading and unloading of cargoes and passengers. The facility of store is also provided at port. Here we can see this is a facility for a storage of a goods, and here we can see the ships are parked for loading and unloading of the cargoes and passengers. So classification of ports, basically the ports are classified on the basis of location and on the basis of location and size. So on the basis of location there are two types of ports. First is the canal port and second is the river port. On the basis of location and size, ports are classified as major ports, intermediate ports and minor ports. So in India there are 8 major ports, 21 intermediate ports and 144 minor ports are constructed so far. If we see the requirement of good port, so port should be centrally situated for the hinterland. So hinterland is that part of the country which is used for import and export of the various types of materials. The next requirement of port is it should have good communication with the rest of the country. So here good communication means the communication is in the form of connection of rails and highways so that the commodities can be transported to and from the port easily and quickly. Means the port should offer a good transportation of various commodities easily and quickly. The port should be advanced in culture, trade and industry. Means the industrial development and the culture of the port should be good. The next requirement is it should be capable of easy, smooth and economic development. So there should be a smooth and economic development in and around the area of port. It should afford shelter to all ships and at all seasons of the year. So the main objective of providing a port is it should afford a shelter area to all the ships as per the requirement, and it should be available at all the seasons of the year. It should also provide the maximum facilities to all the visiting ships, including the servicing of ships. So the good port should provide all the facilities that are required for that particular ship, including the servicing of the ships. So this is about the ports. We will stop here and continue in the next lecture. Thank you.